is the Multiverse, and I have to warn you, it's a pretty lame one-shot. But here we are in Depth Charge. There are bombs in the statues, a bomb in the fountain, bombs in the chambers, hidden in the seaweed, a bomb. Somehow, he managed to attach a bomb to the Kraken. With all the innocent sea creatures down here, our heroes have their work cut out for them. Some days, you just can't get rid of a bomb. So, if you don't get this whole last line, I believe that's from the 1967-ish, somewhere around there, Batman series with Adam West. Since Adam West recently died, I assume that line is kind of a tribute to him. But anyway, we have a randomized start, and overall, there's tons of ways this can go bad for you, so if you don't get a min, don't cry. It's just bad. But anyway, we are up against Mad Bomber Blade. You can tell by the scar on his face and the detonator in his hand. We're given Redeemer Fanatic, which is my favorite Fanatic. GI Bunker, which is my favorite bunker. I haven't really tried Termination too much. Base Absolute Zero, who's probably my... I don't know. They're all inferior to Freedom 6 Absolute Zero. And then Freedom 6 Tempest, who is my second least favorite variant of... Well, my second least favorite Tempest. I prefer base, to be honest. But anyway, the trick here is ongoing destruction. Bunker is the only one here who cannot do that, because the ongoing cards are the only things he's going to leave in place. You need Consecrated Ground, Glacial Freeze, there's a Fuel Freeze, I forgot which one it is, that's Absolute Zero's wipe. And then Ball Lightning on Tempest. And if you don't really get these cards, it pretty much is game over. It's kind of sad, but true. So he's going to be dealing massive damage, and with I'll just go explain when we get into the game, because there's so many ways this can go wrong. This is just really bad for a randomized game, and it's why I hate these things. Normally I don't bother with these, but I'm making an exception. My bombs are scattered everywhere. You cannot win. My faith is unwavering. My strength comes from grace alone. Oh yeah, he's on challenge mode, which means he takes less damage, by the way. So, no damage for the first round, but he will play Blade Battalion, so it's 1 damage next turn. And then he plays another card, which is the Mobile Defense Platform, +2. Then Slash and Burn, so he's going to hit 2 people here, one of which being Fanatic. Okay, so not too bad for a first round. So this is our endgame nuke. We want to guard that with our lives. So I want to do Brutal Censure here, so that I can deal some damage and draw a card. Keep in mind, I'm not going to deal any damage, so I'm going to do Undaunted instead. And then we'll use our base power. But first, I am invincible. You're a lunatic. We will redeem for 1 health and 1 card. Prayer of Desperation is helpful if I get Divine Focus. So, real quick to explain, ammo drop is not helpful here because whenever a villain card is destroyed, you get a card. He doesn't destroy his stuff until he's on his other side. Then you'll get flooded with cards. And then he's going to wipe your stuff when you knock out his hit points, so there's no reason to play this. This card also does nothing because it's going to deal 3 fire damage, but it's going to be reduced down to 1. It's just bad. I will play the Omni Cannon in the off chance I can charge it up. We are going to go into Panzer Buster here, but first, gotta remember to look away when he starts charging up that beam cannon. Absolute Zero. So, Panzer Buster. All damage is irreducible, bypassing the whole challenge mode thing here. So, Impale is really nice. I'm gonna do this to get out a fire suit. And almost played the wrong card. I'm going to impale him here. Then we're going to skip here because I don't have my fire suit out. And in case you're wondering, you want the fire suit out because he does fire damage. That's what this icon here means. So this is not the greatest start, but we can possibly make something of it. So we're going to do Grievous Hail for damage. I would love a Cleansing Downpour, but I get triple Reclaim from the Deep. Out comes the Kraken, that's going to hit Tempest. Tempest is most likely going to die here, just in case you were wondering. So Hasten Doom, 2 more damage. Slash and burn. Tempest is gonna go down right now, isn't he? So he didn't increase his damage any, which is like the one saving grace here, but the damage reduction is still in effect until Bunker's turn, so let's do the Brutal Censure. And damn. Let's see. So this reduces... nothing. Let's redeem. I'm looking for Absolution. Chastise. That's helpful for binding the environment, but it's too little too late to save Absolute Zero. Yeah, I'll toss these in. So this does 6 damage, I think, now? Yeah. 3 times 2 is 6, and that'll be 4 damage when you factor that in. So anyway, we'll use the Panzerbuster on him. It'd be nice if I could actually get him weak enough for the Kraken to do the honors, but oh well. So I'm gonna do this to get the cold suit out. Actually, there it is, I'll get another fire suit. I should point out when you flip him, he does energy damage instead of fire. Right there, energy damage. So this will not be as helpful. So I can hit myself, but I think I might want to not do that at the moment. Got another heat suit. So most likely Tempest is dead here. There's the Cleansing Downpour, too little too late though. Toxic Seaweed, we're going to sack Tempest's Sand for that. And then if he pulls Hasten Doom, or really anything, that's it for Tempest. Backlash Field. So I don't think I have any ongoing destruction at the moment. Non-character cards. But I have no way to deal the damage, so it doesn't really matter. If I do Chastise... Overall, I just have some bad hands here. Like, it wouldn't be too bad to use this if I use Tempest to pull this back up. But he doesn't have his Reclaim from the Deeps anymore. Might have been better off having Bunker throw his hand away. A non-hero target. So I was wondering if I could throw that on Tempest to guard him, but oh well. So this is radiant damage. That here I'm going to use an additional power. So I'm going to do this to Bunker. I will redeem, and there's Absolution. Now I do not want to play that until he flips. So I'm going to put the Omni Cannon under there. We're going to keep the ammo drop. Skip. So I'm going to use the Panzerbuster here. So all damage is irreducible. And then I'm going to destroy the cards under the Omni Cannon because they're going to be destroyed when he flips anyway. So we can hit him for 8 damage here. It does proc the Backlash Field, but it's worth it. And... because I can put out the grenade launcher... actually, no, it's going to get destroyed anyway. So if I play this and heal... actually, I already took the damage, so I may as well. So that moves the end of turn effects. His end of turn effect here is the whole discarding stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't really think that does anything. I'm gonna play the Cool and Blast though, because I can hit him. There's the Fueled Freeze. It's one of those cards I needed to clear that out. So I'm going to die to the Backlash field, but he's going to die to Kraken. So first, I'm actually going to hit the Kraken. Out comes the Font of Power. Oh, so he's only going to wipe 2 cards. So the Omni Cannon and the Cool and Blast I'm going to sacrifice. Elemental Redistributor, it's a target, so it's removed. Out comes my Aegis. Turret mode, that's not actually a good thing at the moment. Undaunted for the win. So let's get Absolution out, and now we're going to start swinging for his face. So yes, I'm going to tank a lot of damage for this, but it's worth it. Got another Aegis. Yes! What kind of question is that? So I'm going to play that in anticipation of him destroying a lot of targets, and we're going to mark him for the Panzerbuster. So out comes the Backlash field. So how much? None. See, I'm gonna do the Fueled Freeze. It'd be better if I could have waited longer, but it doesn't matter. Actually, hold on. So I'm not taking any fire damage, let's sack that. And I'm not gonna give up the ammo drop. So that's 2. And what does he do when down? One hero may use a power. So that's gonna be Absolution. And I can hit myself for... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Fire damage, so I can deal a little bit of cold damage to him. It's gonna draw the Kraken to me, but not much I can do. If the second Kraken comes out, AZ here is dead. One hero may use a power, and our choice is Fanatic. We're gonna do Radiant. This is a really bad card. This is what just clears out your hand. So I'm gonna get rid of Zealous Offense, Recharge Mode, Heat Suit, and now he hits the guy with the highest HP, which is Fanatic. Blade Battalion, they're toast, gives me that card draw. Heavy Plating would be nice. So we need to set up the kill. We're going to do Smite the Transgressor to deal some damage, amplified by the Phosphorescent Chamber. Then we are going to swing Absolution, still doing radiant damage, of course. And then we will redeem for health, which is actually increased because of the Phosphorescent Chamber. Gives me End of Days, which is my last resort for clearing stuff out, I'm afraid. So next turn I can Final Dive the Kraken if I choose not to kill it here. So I'm going to do Heavy Plating because I'm going to take some damage. And I'm going to sack the external combustion to the chamber. There's no point using the grenade launcher because I can't hurt him with it. Turret mode is one of those cards I need. So now if I play this, I can heal myself. So I'll survive Kraken damage now. One hero may use a power. So I can hit him, or I can have Absolute Zero heal himself for 3 more. And you do not want to use discard the top card of each deck, because that's going to make him hit harder. But I might be able to get the Kraken to kill him. No. I can't play cards. So I could have ended it right here with that. We're gonna get rid of Divine Sacrifice, External Combustion, Sub-Zero Atmosphere. So he's gonna hit Bunker here, because that's who I choose. Yeah, that was just some bad luck. Oh well, let's go ahead and cleave him. Might be able to get him weak enough for the Kraken to end it. So right here, I'm gonna heal just because I don't have anything else to do. I'm still gonna die to the Kraken. Or no, Kraken's gonna finish him. Because right here I'm gonna give this power play to Fnatic, she's gonna hit him for 4, he'll be tied to Absolute Zero, and I get to choose who the Kraken kills. Out comes the Mystical Defenses, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, that was a very, very tame game. There were so many ways this one could have gone to hell. Basically, the name of the game, as I was saying, is Ongoing Destruction, and I got so lucky there he did not pull that many ongoings. I got even luckier earlier on that he didn't actually pull like 4 or 5 targets, and that he was nuking everything for 5 to 6 damage, like at the start of his turn every round. Like, I really hate the random games, and like, I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. Do not panic if you can't win this one, because due to it being random, there are tons of ways you can lose this. If that leaky hallway comes out too early, if the Kraken just decides to focus your guys down, there are so many ways to lose this, so I cannot emphasize it enough. Do not kick yourself or anything if you lose this. It's just a bad setup. But anyway, you got to see what I did. Unfortunately, that's... like, I don't even want to figure out the odds of you being able to repeat this exactly. It's like 1 in a trillion. I'm calling it quits here. I'm hoping for a better one-shot next week. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching.